So,
Put y'all real voices on. Fuck wrong with y'all?
boy, please, we got Steve in the background, one of our homeboys here to help us out with our first episode. COVID-19, COVID-19. Hey,
We all
how you
stuck in
doing?
the
How you
house
doing?
today.
Yeah, we have a link. It's attached to the event, and you can join our conversation if you like. Call in and join the convo. So today's conversation is COVID-19 and teamwork. How we all can work together, how we all aren't working together. So,
One
what's your
thing we
thoughts?
can do, we can stay our black asses in the damn house.
Isolation, 6 feet, all that good stuff. So, the governor is telling us that we need to do social, what's it called? Social distancing. And
Stay 6
Nigga, you're
feet
too
away.
close. Nigga, you're too close.
yeah, don't get too close. So, what's your guys' input on that?
What's your input, Steve? You just came from outside.
We let him in our house.
First of all, y'all stop saying people's names. Okay? I don't know who the fuck Steve is.
They can't hear you. You need to come a little bit closer.
Outside is terrible. Fuck the niggas.
Your set is outside.
No, but real shit. When we let Steve in, we opened the door with Lysol wipes. You know what I'm saying? Steve came in and washed his hands for 30 seconds and all that good stuff.
Steve take alcohol
So 60
baths
seconds, however.
and spray venom.
Well, Steve says he takes alcohol baths.
And spray venom.
That sounds a little painful.
And I spray venom, nigga. 6 feet
Don't
away.
forget to
Stay
check the
away.
link, y'all. You check the link and
What your motherfucking
and
spider
you
or
can,
something?
join in live with us on the chat.
I
So,
wish you had a symbiote when COVID-19.
where's my
hit your
paper at?
ass.
Where's my list? Y'all all off the topic.
Was always on top.
So,
Yeah. Always gotta be on topic.
we're talking about social distancing and people not taking the government seriously.
Well, a lot of people really sit back and look at it as a joke. But at the same time, you gotta look at the simple fact that we really don't know what this disease is, and we need to take this seriously. People outside hanging out, and we live in Baltimore, so black people in the hood riding dirt bikes and shit, you know, none of that making any sense.
Having cookouts.
Partying, but people dying from this shit, not really taking it seriously, and that's the sad part about it.
Well, the other part you got to take into consideration, other people have disorders where they can't stay in the house. Other people have social disorders where they have to be around people. So you have to look into that in consideration. You also have to look into consideration people that you don't have a healthy home at home.
That's true.
Being outside is their freedom. So now you're taking that freedom away from them and putting them back into a toxic environment. So you have to look at that as well. So a lot of people are not just disobeying, but they're going on with their normal lives because at the end of the day, they're not going to live in fear. But all those disrespectful motherfuckers that want to cough and bring you in, and you know, to the clan with the mask that come 6 deep in the store. 6 of y'all got masks on. That means you need to stay the hell home.
Right.
Have you read the CDC?
Right,
If you're wearing a mask, that means you sick.
right.
Stay your
Because
ass
a lot of
home.
people think the mask is to protect you from other people. It's really to protect the person that wear the
They're
mask.
supposed to keep their
Is
stuff
keep
inside.
their stuff inside so they won't,
Keep them on
you
them.
know,
They shouldn't be out there.
get anybody else contaminated. But people don't look at it that way. People just, it's like a fad now. The gloves and the mask is like how we used to wear the ski goggles back in the day and stuff like that. It's like a fad at the time.
I'm out here like the Toxic Avenger. Throwing you bitches over. Move. Get out the way.
So
No love.
yes, we definitely have the social distance. Isolate ourselves, even if it's gonna drive us crazy. Let's talk about the people that's isolated with people they don't even want to be with. Let's talk
Man.
about that.
Run, nigga, run!
But
Run!
you can't even run
Yeah,
anywhere.
you can.
Yeah.
You got a job. Run, nigga.
Hopefully you got some hotel money.
You got a family. Nah, ain't no hotels.
You
Hotels
got a
shut
fam.
down.
Oh,
Hotels are shut
Really?
down. Yeah.
Boy, it's a lot of
Yeah,
motherfuckers
these
in the
vacuum
house
so the hotels shut
that
down.
hate
so
each
what about
other
people that
right
live
there.
in
So like,
hotels?
all right, so the ones that have like stay-ins and stuff
Mhm.
like that, they're good because they have they're with them, like they're stay-ins, they're contracted and they're scripted. But
Right.
unless that place gets quarantined, that's a whole nother situation. Or some of them may have shut down and they've given them 30-day notice because you got to understand this has been going on for a while. So these hotels and stuff have been on it but trying to make their last dollar to the da-da-da-da. So they've given residents notice and stuff like that. But
That's
to
crazy.
like the Marriott, they're shut down. Sheraton, stuff like that, they're shut down.
I heard the
And
governor
today-
was using the Hilton and
But today was that final shutdown. They said at the 5 o'clock. So we'll see what's going on tomorrow. What's really still, who got the balls to do what? But
Let's
yeah,
go to.
nah, go to your family.
Yeah, if you good with your family, if you ain't burned them bridges too, and your baby mama or your girl that you busting is the only place you can stay, that's when
They're calling your best homeboys up.
things get real. For real, for
Go out into the car, shit.
real.
Take 20 minutes at a time out in the car. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Come back in. Smoke a hell. Drink a bottle. You ain't drinking and driving in the car because you ain't going nowhere, nigga.
Right.
You ain't going
Put the
to
e-brake
goddamn
up.
place. Right.
Put the e-brake up and put the jack outside the car. You have no intuitions or signs that you are moving that vehicle.
Right. Right.
Put the hood up. 2 shots on the hood.
Right. Man, it's just a sad situation that the communities, a lot of people that don't have the money and the kids are suffering. Like, they stuck at home with the bullshit.
I feel like this is a wake up call, a reality check.
I think God is cleaning the house. I think he is sick and tired of the greed and the mistrust and a lot of killing from both sides of all races. So.
And remember, guys, if you want to join the conversation, there's a link you can click on, and you can meet us on Discord.
I'll take it back to the man Hakeem Phoenix when he was talking about it's what you say, but it's also with the whole situation of how we do our animals, how we live in life, this how we treat the earth. Like the reason why they made this motherfucking virus and shit is a man-made virus. Come on now. So how think about that man-made virus. And I ain't trying to get you in no conspiracy shit. But Katrina, when they made the decisions with the levees and everything, they knew the levees was going to
9/11.
9/11 was an attack, but it was also propaganda to take advantage of population control. If I can kill off a couple, boom, boom, boom.
Right.
America can stay alive. They show it to you in your movies every day.
Correct.
Look at I Am Legend. Y'all niggas thought that shit was funny. Now
Right.
look at it.
Like it's like last days type shit.
But think about this. And this some real shit I'm gonna spit to you. Alright? And every generation can relate to this. If you can't, then that just mean you ain't had no family, and I'm sorry about that. Can't do nothing to help you. Fuck you. But if you think about back in your generations, if you go back to your parents and your parents' parents, every parent can tell you that it was always, oh, we're in Revelation. We're in our last days. So we've been coming into our last days for millennials and millennials and millennials to come on to. There's always something to kill us off for the last days, and then it's the last stand. So think about that.
Yeah, I think we all are one. What they say, 1 foot in the grave. Every choice, every decision we make.
Well, God right now got a foot up our ass. Shit. That shit right now, man. Too many
2020
people
is
dying
crazy.
from this. It
2020
ain't got
is
no
definitely
cure,
crazy.
and they talking about it's gonna take one whole year or less to find a cure and shit like this. Like you said before.
Nigga, I got the cure.
What?
This nigga.
And I ain't on no trick daddy take 2 Heinekens and shit. You
Don't
know,
sound like 50 and
So
shit.
what's the cure, Steve?
Yo,
What's
the cure is taking care of your motherfucking body.
Oh, of course, of
absolutely.
course.
Eat your vegetables, and I ain't talking about the class of vegetables. I mean, like, you gotta know what your body take, know your water intake, hydrate, eliminate the toxins in your body. That's what water does. Flushing
Right.
yourself with the right pH, all that stuff. Look into your body. There's no specific diet or person that can tell you what you gotta eat. You just gotta know what you can eat, what you can tolerate, and watch. You'll see the things change and all that. I ain't trying to be like one of the people preaching Dr. Sebi and all that other stuff, but nah, look into it.
But no, Dr.
Read-
Sebi
right.
said some real shit.
Right, but read into it.
Yeah.
Into it. Look into it a little bit.
We gotta understand, as long as we got mucus inside of our body, we will always get sick. That was one of the main things that he always said when he said what kind of foods were made by man versus what came from nature.
Right, because man-made food just starts supplying. Alright, take it back to like, alright, a lot of you probably watch Game of Thrones, so you can probably relate on that. Or if you watch any medieval movies, or back in the times where it was harvest, things like that. Even Viking times, you had to prepare for winter. And when you prepare for winter, the crops and farmers, we still do it to this day with farmers and everything. But the problem is, we took it away from man and put it into industry. And so a lot of people don't know this. So you gotta look into the harvest and the things like that to help you know what's what for your body. It's the same way.
Correct.
You took away showing people how to take care of the earth, and that stopped them from showing how to take care of their body.
Yeah.
And that's why we're in the situation.
And see, I just realized when I just looked at a video, I think it was last night or sometime, but they was bringing down when the virus came, and I was clueless. This shit started last year. And the sad thing about it, Trump knew, it was like, when I looked at it, I felt like it was 9/11 again. When they told George Bush, when he was supposed to be reading to the kids, and he looked, the face expression.
Every president has to have a war, or has to have
A disaster.
Wait a minute, no. But the shit that got me was, you fired the panic team.
Correct.
How do you fire? Oh, you thought this shit was a game. And just so happened, a coronavirus, the time that you fire people that take care of things like this, you feel what I'm saying? Like, how much sense does this make?
When he did that, he left us wide open for it. So whoever wanted to do it did. Whether it was them, whether it was China, I don't know who the fuck it was that did it. I wish I
They keep
did
pointing
and had
the
to follow
finger,
do
trying to
something.
say we
But
did
they
it,
can't do
we
nothing.
say they did it. It's back and forth. It doesn't matter. It's here. It's killing us. And the most that we can do for ourselves is stay clean, stay prayed up.
I mean, one of the things that I want to say is to keep your body healthy, stay away from pork, number one. And number two, like, I've been slipping. I've been having beef lately, but when you take that beef away, trust me, you'll feel like a whole new person. And to being sick and stuff like that, you won't get. But the day you near that stuff, it smells like death. So, yeah.
So, next time, getting help. The governor said FEMA is coming in. A lot of these churches are helping out. It's a lot of programs. Schools are trying to do their best, helping out. How can we help each other?
I mean, back in the day, I do remember, when the neighbor didn't have something and you had something, they shared. We missed the value of what family means.
Right.
And that's one of the main things where it shows now. It's like playing cards when you're playing spades. And if you're from Baltimore, you know how to play spades. You never show your hand. It's just like in the war. You don't show your opponent your moves because you want to win. Right now, we shown everything. And it's blatantly just sitting here. But that lets you know how many people in this world has a blind eye. They don't want to, or they scared to. Like when men were men and women were women, you was able to have conversations, to be able to say things, and things would be okay. Even a man going to another young man when he fucking up, listen and learn from what this elderly man is telling you. Nowadays, the older men are the younger niggas, and the younger niggas are the older men.
So our problem is not being able to communicate with each other in order to help each other.
No, we moving backwards. We need to turn around and go forward.
So, next topic. What's to come if we don't listen? What's our future about to look like? If we don't come out of this and do what we supposed to do.
That's a hard one, though.
Man, a hard one. We already know what's about to happen.
It's gonna
Well,
be,
we know what's gonna
it's
happen.
gonna be Hunger Games.
Nah, it ain't even gonna be Hunger Games. It's gonna be, it's what they've been showing you all the time. See, the thing is, all this whole thing with Donald Trump coming in, all it leads to is for a corporation to take over America. Because, and then once a corporation takes over America,
Speak up a little.
once a corporation takes over America, America becomes just like every other fucking country. A dictatorship. And that's all we lead into to a security force or some type of corporation to take over. Because at the end of the day, you forget about the motherfuckers that really own the money. It ain't the president, it ain't him, it's the Rochester and the other one, you know. Them motherfuckers, they the ones that really control what's really going on. So I mean, think about that. Corporations gonna take in the medical corporations, all that are gonna be geared by the government. The government will turn into a corporation, and that's all it is. Think about your Social Security number. Think about that. You're just a debt.
Yeah,
Your
you're
life is a
definitely
debt.
another number.
Now, I got a question. How do y'all feel about this money that's supposed to be put out?
Ain't no money coming.
Wait a minute,
Hold. It failed to vote, and it was just all it is the distraction to where the money's really going.
Right.
Money's going into the military and the FEMA. Now, how much of it goes to the military and then the FEMA, from what I've heard. I don't know how true that is. I'm just going off what I've read. I could be totally wrong. I'm not giving sources or scripting.
So what about all these grants that they quote unquote doing for homeowners?
I mean, that's still on the fact.
That shit is crazy.
If you got money, it's the right time for you to do almost anything.
Right.
Whether, I mean, if you got money, it's the right time for you to do anything, whether it's to sell, keep it, or get more. You know, some people are just sitting still like they wouldn't buy anything right now because it depends on what side of the market you are on. You could be in the market right now where, you know, selling houses and selling boom is going good because there's a lot of people that's like, I need boom, let me get in.
Right.
And it's working for them. But at the same time, it could be real slow depending on what market you're in. Like you're a car salesman, it sucks for you right now. All I've said is, motherfuckers better watch it. Because we don't need to ride again. We don't need to ride or none of that other shit. That's all I'm saying. Because y'all motherfuckers gonna have them down here shooting. Do not ride, that's all I'm saying. Do not.
Alright, so this is the very first podcast for Chop It Up. We have the Mrs. Foreman. You got Jay.
And we'd like to thank you guys for tuning in. Next time, make sure you hit the link so you can join the conversation. We may have another guest. Steve may come back. We don't know how it's going to be. This is the Chop It Up, and we appreciate you.
Like it, follow. I hope y'all enjoyed.
All right.
Come on, baby.
Stop saying